Did I make it? Hey friends, it's Quenby, the Grateful Queen here on YouTube. I'm a little flustered because for the very first time after doing this live for almost a year, every Friday at 5 o'clock, I am getting messages from YouTube saying there's so much traffic on YouTube right now that it's delaying the lives. Okay, always something new. I'm so glad you made it and I made it. Welcome, I'm Quenby. I'm a part-time reseller. I resell mostly clothing and fashion online. I've been doing it for about 10 years. 10 years on eBay, a few years on Poshmark. I'm also on Etsy. And this channel is all about reselling online. And every Friday, I do reseller community night called Live at 5. And it is an opportunity for friends to come together and talk all about their week in reselling. So I always appreciate it if you're in the live chat or if you're watching the replay, please check in and let us know what's your name, where are you selling, what platforms, how long have you been selling, and give us kind of a check-in about what your week in reselling has been like. Are sales slow? Are things moving? Are you working on anything in particular in your reselling business? Is there anything that we can help support you in? Are you doing any kind of giveaway or running a sale, or do you need help with anything? We are here, your reselling community, to help you and encourage you and support you and build you up as you grow your reselling business. For some of us, growth means trying something new. For some of us, it's making more money. Maybe we're starting to cross-post or start a new platform or learn a new market. I put a video out this week all about selling men's. I believe that men's is kind of an untapped market, and I think there's a lot of opportunity for resellers to make money selling men's. I only sell a little bit of it. I want to sell more, so I put a video about that up on the channel this week. So if you have any interest in that, feel free to check it out. I see some friends starting to come in. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. What are we going to be talking about this evening? Make sure to check in and let me know. I put out a very special video today. Let me know in the chat if you got a chance to see it. It was an unboxing video that I did with my mom, AKA Grateful Babette. She's so adorable. We had too much fun. We were like laughing and ridiculous. And it was a gift, a video from a friend of the channel. Her name's Janie. She reached out to me and she sent me an entire box of inventory. Boho chic, she called it, which I love. You know, I love my romantic boho fashion here in California. I love to wear it. I love to sell it. So definitely check out that video. And I'm hoping people will stop over on Jane's Closet and, you know, say, hey, and follow her and share some of her stuff and just support her and share the love and the generosity. Have you done anything generous this week? Have you seen anything generous? I see Thrift Hauls is here saying, hey, from Sacramento, California. So we're kind of like neighbors. We're trying to figure out a time that maybe I could get over to the bins there in Sacramento. I've never been. It's like a 2.5 hour drive for me. So it might take a little planning, but I would love to do it. Here's Barbara Babash. Good evening, all. I have most of the 50 jewelry I wanted to list up this week. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Barbara's been selling jewelry and getting boxes, I think from Thredup. And are you getting some from Blue Box as well? Goodwill Blue Box. And so we've been getting some tips from people that are selling jewelry. I think that's another business that you could make a lot of money reselling online. And there's great ways to get jewelry. I think it's a really smart way to go. So if anyone has questions about that, about maybe starting to sell jewelry online, be sure to leave them in the chat. Sarah is here. Almost missed the start, LOL. Huge, beautiful rainbow outside. Oh my gosh, did you make like a wish on the rainbow? Whenever I see that, I just think it's magic and it makes me want to go, you know, like make a wish on the rainbow or just say a little prayer or something, because it's just like magic right there. Here's Mo saying, good evening. Hi from New Mexico. What's the weather like there? A lot of people are having a heat wave. I know my family back on the East Coast was talking about having a heat wave. We're supposed to be 100 degrees here in Northern California on Sunday. 100 degrees. And in really big news, my son Torvald, who many of you know and love, who come to this live, he makes an appearance every once in a while. He started school already, Thursday, Friday. So it's like, it's really hot heat wave. So but then school kind of symbolizes the end of the summer for me. So it's just weird. Oh my gosh, it's Lori Richardson from Seattle Gal Style. Traffic jam to hang out with the queen, LOL. Hi from just outside Seattle. How are things going there? I always appreciate following you on Instagram and seeing what you're up to. James is here saying, hey, y'all. He can say that now because he lives in the South. Like, he can legitimately say, hey, y'all. I love when people have that Southern accent. It's so cute. Zoe Chad is here saying, happy Friday, Quenby and all. Are you guys starting to get ready, or have you already, for fall sales? One of the busiest time for online resellers is coming up. It's a great time to start transitioning to selling sweaters and jackets and getting your store and closet ready. I just feel like I'm hearing more about fall. And on Instagram, I'm seeing more posts about fall trends. And so, you know, it's only, it's August 13th, 2021, but resellers should be ahead. If you have fall stuff, have you guys made the transition yet? I haven't. Speaking of that, here's Kelly Schaffner. Hey, Quenby. Hi, all. Rainy and rainbows here this evening. Really? What's going on? But I was just talking about getting ready for fall, and Kelly put out a great video on her channel this week, and it's about fall trends and how things she's buying and getting ready in her store and closet for the fall. So I think it's really smart to think ahead. That was a collab with some other resellers, so that was cool to see. Let me know in the comments, do you follow things like that? Like, do you look out for fall trends, or do you just buy classic pieces that never go out of style? I do a little bit of both. So I like some of the stuff I'm seeing for fall. I like all the neutrals, a lot of beige, tan, still a lot of like ribbed stuff I'm seeing, but a lot of that neutral color. I think animal print's still going to be really hot. Thankfully, the peasanty boho stuff is still really hot. So we'll see enough lace and crochet and things. What else are you guys noticing? What are you looking for? Said hi to Zoe and James and Barbara. And here's Deborah Anderson. Happy Friday, friends. Good sales week for me. Oh, that's so good to hear. Now, Deborah, are you doing anything different, or do you think it's just the time? I had a pretty good sales week, but I was away for a little bit. And when I'm away, I'm not listing, I'm not sharing, I'm not doing all that stuff. So I was surprised to make some sales while I was gone. And then I had a few really good sales on eBay today. Here's Shirley saying, the week has been slow. I ran a sale today, so hoping. Shirley, which platforms are you on, and how did you do the sales? Hi, reseller Wendy. How's it going, hon? She's saying, hi, Quenby and friends. So let's see. Let's say our hellos, and then I see some great stuff that I want to chat. Hey, Beth Tillman. How's it going with you? What's happening? I don't know if Sarah's talking to me. What's your Instagram? I'm the Grateful Queen everywhere. I'm the Grateful Queen on YouTube, Instagram, Poshmark, my eBay store. But make sure to include anything if you want people in the chat to connect with you. Make sure to leave your Poshmark closet or your Instagram so people can find you. Hey, Carrie T. Good evening, everybody. Carrie T approached me with this great idea about maybe doing more of like a Zoom type call where we could all see each other. And I'm like, that'd be great. I love seeing everyone in the chat. And I've had some people on the live before, so we get to see each other's faces and hear each other's voices. I just don't feel up for coordinating any other thing. But if she gets that going, or if people are interested in trying to like manage something like that, maybe check in with Carrie. Hey, Goddess Threads, great to see you. I just love that name, Goddess Threads. It's just so good. Hey, JoJo, she's saying hi to everybody. Oh, hi, Allison Cooper. I hit a fabulous garage sale today, vintage galore. Oh, tell us more. Tell us more. I really slapped on the garage sales this summer. I just feel like we've been so busy. I don't know. I don't know why I haven't gone. We go to yoga on Saturday. By the time we're done, the sales are over, but I think I missed a lot. I think it's very smart to hit yard sales and garage sales as a reseller because it's a way to get inventory often cheap. You know, yard sales are like some of the cheapest way to get inventory, don't you guys think? I did go to that one yard sale and I made a video about it. I think that was a week or two ago. It was the fill a bag sale. If you didn't see that haul, I apologize. It was like a 45-minute haul because I got 5 stuffed Trader Joe's shopping brown paper bags full of clothes, and it wasn't even junk. And they were $5 each. So everything in that video was $25 for all that stuff. I was just like, I can't believe this. I got a lot of Lucky Brand, some Free People, some athletic wear, some larger size stuff. I mean, have you guys ever done like a fill a bag, or do you guys have those? It's so rare to have a good yard sale here. Said hi to Kelly Schaffner and JoJo and Barbara. Oh, Married Life made it. She was in that collab with Kelly this week too. Ooh, I have my fill a bag sale uploading for tonight. I love those sales. It is so rare. I don't know. Is it for you guys? Like, I don't think I've ever found a fill a bag sale here in California. I remember them growing up in Massachusetts. There would be like a whole neighborhood that would get together to raise money for a school, and there'd be tables piled with clothes and things, and they'd say fill a bag for $5 or something. Churches, rummage sales is often another great place, but I've never seen them. I've never seen them here. And this was not that. You guys can check out the video. It's up. It says fill a bag sale, and there's a picture of Petey in a huge mound of clothing. This was not advertised as a fill a bag sale. It was a yard sale, and they were moving, and they obviously had a lot of kids, and they laid out a tarp, and there was just piles of clothes. And so I started picking through. The first item I picked up was a Free People top, and I'm like, oh. So I walked up to her, how much are clothes? And she said $1 each. And I'm like, okay, I've been to plenty of yard sales where clothes are $1. But then she said, or you can fill up this bag for $5. And I was like, great, I'll take a bag. And I filled up 5. And you can get a lot of stuff in a bag. I figured I got at least 10 items. So everything was around like 50 cents, maybe even less, you guys. Deborah said, I'm just working hard after managing out of my funk, LOL. Yeah, listen, we all go through that. I don't know exactly what your funk is, but sometimes I don't know if it's like just low energy or low mood or depression or just losing passion for what you're doing. Let us know. When that happens to you guys, how do you get back on track, or how do you handle it? It happens to all of us, right? We're human beings and we're complicated and stuff goes on. James says heat has been consistent here. It's hell, LOL. Oh, really? Oh, Sharpie's Resale made it. Hi, everyone. Jenny from Springfield, Illinois. Been listing fall and winter all this week. Oh, my God. It's so weird to me. Like, it was very hot today. I don't know if it was 90 degrees or something. It's going to be 100 this weekend. To be sitting there, like, listing sweaters, it feels like it doesn't feel right. But it's very smart because people start really shopping to change their wardrobes, for change of season, back to school, of course, but also just like, oh, these sweaters from last year don't fit me, or this isn't really in style anymore, or I've got a new thing going on, and they shop. So you want to be ready. You want to be ready for the fall. Sarah says, men's is blowing up. I saw your men's video. Yeah, I love selling to men. Men are great customers. Oh, James says his sales were up this week. Are you listing, James? James and I are both like big fans of the Jomar Wholesale, so we've been getting these boxes, and the boxes have been so fire. You guys know I love my Jomar Wholesale. I unbox it all on the channel, so you see what I get. I have a bunch of boxes down there. They were doing free shipping this past week. They were doing a 30% off day. So when those things happen, I try and stock up. So I've got a lot of inventory to work through. And you guys know the challenge as resellers, listing. Not just getting the stuff, but listing. I've been doing 5 a day very consistently for a while. And I feel like my sales have been more consistent. So yes. Let's see. Sarah's asking Barbara about the jewelry, and I got way up here. So let me move on down, my friends. Wondering what Allison got at her fabulous garage sale. Oh, and Shirley says she checked in with Janie. Yeah, you guys, please go and watch that video later of me and my mom. It is so hilarious. Like, we are ridiculous. My mom and I'm editing the video and I'm like, could we be any more ridiculous? Like, we're just laughing and we're so excited. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we're just over the top animated. I was like, can I put this video up there? But we were just so excited. It was just so fun. Reseller Wendy said, it's been 103 degrees here in Oklahoma and the humidity is terrible, but I think 115 with the heat index. I feel so bad for our carriers and the LLV trucks. Oh my God. Yeah. Reseller Wendy works for the post office. So I always just say, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are miracle workers. Thanks for doing that good work. Yeah, out there with your bags or in those little trucks. Yeah, that's too much. That is too much. Oh yeah, and she says it's Friday the 13th. Yeah, I just do my thing. I don't want to get, I'm like, do you guys get into that kind of suspicious stuff? I don't, I'm not doing it. Goddess Thread says, I have so much fall and winter. I started listing a bit. Yeah, because I'll list anything any time of year. So I don't really, whatever. I've sold a ton of denim lately, a ton of jeans, which you wouldn't think in the summer. And I sold 3 sundresses today. After so long, not many dresses selling at all. I'm excited to get those moving. And I'll list anything any time of the year, but when I have a lot of sundresses and shorts, I'll try and get all those up in the summer. So I've had a few boxes I've put aside of sweaters. So I just have to be like, okay, Quemby, you're on fall now, you're switching, and I'll try and get all those sweaters up. Do you guys do that, or you just list whatever you have? Mo said, I went to the mall today and they're filming Better Call Saul. They filmed Breaking Bad here. That's our claim to fame. Oh, cool. Cool. I bought another Georgia O'Keeffe book. I'm thinking of you, Mo, just because she painted so much of Southwestern art. I just love her. When my mom and I were away at the coast, we went for 4 days. We just got back. There was like a funny little Grange. I don't know what actually is a Grange. They're like a community room, and they were doing a book sale. We're like, oh, this is cute. In this funky little beach town. It was amazing. Do any of you guys sell books? I was thinking, God, if I was a bookseller, that would have been a score. Books were $1 for paperback, $2 for hardcover. I got a Georgia O'Keeffe art book hardcover. My mom got a bunch of great stuff. And then we were there, and Petey, who I'm teaching to sell on eBay and stuff, there was a Monopoly game. Now, I bought Torvald, my son, a Monopoly game, and he wanted the same one that we had on vacation. And it was like a vintage one from the mid-60s. I had to pay $35 for it, for this kind of beat up old set, because he wanted the same one that they had at this rental house. So they had one for $2, and I was like, babe, I had to pay like $30 for this. So he bought the Monopoly board for $2, and he'll probably make like $30 on it, maybe even more. I'll have to check comps on that. But I'm like, I love, babe, you're thinking like a reseller, That's one of the cool things. Hey, Keely, it's like, when you're a reseller, you can go almost anywhere and you see like, oh, I could buy that and flip it. Do you guys do that with people? Like when you're just out in the community, I'll be in a line, I'll be looking at the woman next to her, and I'm like, oh, I could sell those shoes for like $50. Or, oh, I just sold that loft sweater that she has on. It's like the reseller brain does not shut off. Keely says, hi, y'all. I'm late, but I'm excited to be here. We're excited to have you. Allison Cooper says, the garage sale was filled with vintage Joe Camel and Winston cigarette graphic tees and memorabilia, everything $1 to $5, all single stitch tees. Whoa. So Allison Cooper is talking about something maybe we should talk about. So vintage t-shirts. Let us know in the comments if you know a lot about that, if you have experience selling it. There's a lot to learn. But vintage is so hot right now, vintage anything. And when she says single stitch tee, it means when you look at the stitching on the sleeve there, if there's just one stitch all the way around, that's an older vintage shirt. If there's twos, that's more of what we see now. So that's one way to identify and date vintage t-shirts. And there's a lot of money. If you get the right ones, they go for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So I'm curious if did you check comps on those, Allison? But I don't go out looking for them because I don't know enough, but I know enough. Like if I'm flipping through and I see one, a graphic tee, a band tee, that I'll stop and kind of look. But talk about another market. Vintage t-shirts is big, and some of them are worth not so much, and some of them are worth hundreds. So I wonder what the comps were on that. Oh, James says, I passed on the, oh God, the L'Agence box. L'Agence is very piece specific. Dresses do well. So James bringing up a really good point. And he said, yes, the Jomar has been unbelievable. If you don't know, maybe you're watching the replay or you're newer, Jomar Wholesale, you can Google it. They have a website and they sell wholesale liquidation kind of things. The things I love about it is that you can get smaller boxes. Like you don't have to get a whole pallet. You can get a box of 20 things or 50 things, and they sell by brand, by style. They sell vintage, shoes, belts, everything. And they have been fire lately, I think. I really love them. I have a discount code, which is the Grateful Queen, all one word. If you put it in, you get 10% off your order. So keep me in mind. I earn points. You get a discount. I appreciate it a lot. I've been buying a lot on there too. But when James said this, I passed on the box. This brand is very specific. One of the things I do, and I suggest that you do too, especially if you're newer, is when there's a box on there, look it up. Go on to eBay, go on to Poshmark and check sold comps and look for that brand and see what they're selling. If you just go by the title and the pictures, you can get carried away and be like, oh, wow, this looks cute. Oh, a boho box. That sounds great, but let me go look. And sometimes like dresses in a certain brand sell great, but the other stuff doesn't really. So always look things up before just, buying boxes, be smart. Jojo said, 13 is my lucky number. I even got a sale today. Awesome. Let's see. Oh, JD made it. I got 2 vintage Virginia Slims leather jackets at the bins in excellent condition, crossing my fingers. Okay, cool. So both JD and Allison Cooper are talking about vintage stuff and cigarette stuff. So Virginia Slims and Winston, those are both cigarette stuff. So maybe keep your eye out if you're outsourcing and you see something like that. Maybe, we all know about band tees or something, concert t-shirts, things like that. But I never would think to look at like cigarette stuff, but maybe there's a real market for that. It sounds like same thing with like car stuff. I know Ferrari stuff, just pull out your phone and look things up. Allison's saying that I don't know where that comment just went, but here it is. Comps are great. The graphics on the back even have 1992 printed at the bottom of the graphic. It blows my mind that 1992 is vintage because that's like when I was in high school, but it is like 2000s is considered vintage, which is just so weird to me, but that's the way it is. Jojo says, does anyone make money on concert t-shirts that aren't vintage? I only sell them. Hey, Allie Dell, great to see ya. I only sell them if I get them in like a box. Like I'm not out there looking specifically for that. Like it's so hard to know every single market. Like I do really well looking at activewear because I know a lot of different brands in activewear or dresses, or shoes, but I don't know enough about t-shirts. But, you can always educate yourself. You can say, hey, I want to learn about selling vintage t-shirts. Go to the thrift store, probably go to the men's section, look through all the t-shirts and look them up on your phone. You'll learn some new stuff for sure. Alicia at Married Life says, I've sold Marlboro jackets successfully. Geez. And James is saying vintage cigarette stuff does well. Who the heck knew? I didn't know. I mean, not really. James says, my friends at the bins source only those single stitch shirts and vintage. Some can get 3 pieces a day and still will make thousands a week. Yeah, I actually remember that from when my bins used to be open a year and a half ago. I call them like every month and they're like, oh, we're working on it. Call us back. I'm like, okay. But I remember specific people, when you start going regularly, you see all the same people. And there was always the vintage t-shirt guys. And that's all they were doing there. Like they would just be sifting through the bins looking for the vintage t-shirts. And it was like, yeah, they must be making enough on the t-shirts to make it worth their time to spend hours at the bins and maybe only walk away with a handful. But if there's that really big channel with Rally Roots. I don't know a lot about them or whatever, but they have a big reselling channel. And I think he knows a lot about selling t-shirts. I feel like I've seen videos of like random 90s stuff that they know all about. So if you want to educate yourself more, you might check them out. Okay, let's see. There's a lot of chatty chat, and I want to see what this is that you guys are talking about. James is asking Alicia, the giveaway is a trip there, right? I think, oh yeah, Jomar Wholesale is doing a giveaway on Instagram. I've never seen anything like this, but it's like they want to pay like an expense paid trip for a couple days for someone to go and like tour the Jomar stores in Philly. So enter their giveaway. That could be awesome. It would be probably a really great way. Also, they'll probably like promote it on Instagram. So it's probably a great way to grow if you have a YouTube channel that you want to grow, or an Instagram or any type of following. That would probably be a highly covered event. So that could be cool. Yeah, Alicia saying, yes, James, all expense, pretty cool deal. Oh, Lori said, I need a daily listing accountability buddy. Anyone? Wow, that's a really great offer. So that is so smart. I'm so glad you're asking that question. So find Lori if anyone is interested in a daily. What's your daily listing goal? Let us know in the chat, or if you're watching the replay later. Like for me right now as a part-timer and I have another business as a psychotherapist. I'm in private practice. It is so nuts. I've had the busiest summer I've ever had. Usually it's a time for me to kind of chill out. No, not this year. It's been really busy, but I'm really trying to get 5 a day consistently, 7 days a week if I can. Sometimes like if Saturday's busy with Torvald here and stuff, I might not get it, but that's my goal. What's your goal? And like, let us know. Are you part-time, full-time? How long have you been doing it? Because it all depends on how many hours you have for this business or what your circumstances are, how much you want to make. So, and how do you keep yourself accountable? So a listing accountability buddy would be like, hey, I say I'm going to list 5 a day, and you check in with somebody and say, did you get your 5? Or I'm really struggling. A key for me is I can't sit down and build 5 listings a day just because of the way my schedule is as a mom and having another business and several other projects. I take days where I know I've got a few hours and I just sit there, watch your videos on YouTube, listen to some like inspiring podcast or something, and I just build listings. So I'm building them all on one day, and then I'm releasing 5 a day. But what do you guys do? I want to see what this is with Carrie. She says, and we had to wear a matching bow too. Was not very happy about that. And Alicia said, I can't picture it. So I must have missed a comment up here. Must have been some uniform or something like that. Oh, JD says, I got my Jomar L'Agence box, and I'm kind of distressed. All of them are new with tag, but no size tags or care tags. Do these types of items sell okay? I don't have much experience. Any tips would be great. When you buy wholesale, that is often the case. Sometimes they don't even have the name brand tag. Sometimes they're new with tag samples, but it's common not to have a size or a material tag or stuff like that when you get wholesale. But I don't worry too much about that. Like, I just measure the size. Like, I would just, if it has the name brand tag, I'd be happy. Sometimes I have to say this has no name brand tag, and I have to find the item and get like a stock photo. So it is tricky. I don't know what it said in that listing specifically. You might want to go back and take a look at what they offered. But yeah, what I would do is just measure everything. So I would say I would measure across the chest, and I would measure the length, whatever it is, the dresses or whatever. And then I just put that in the listing. No size tag, measures like a small, and I'd put the specific measurements. I haven't had a problem with that. I mean, I'd prefer that they have all the tags, but often they don't. So let's see what you guys have to say down here about that. Hey, Shauna Coleman. What about Harley Davidson tees? That's a really good question. Oh, and James is saying NASCAR. Yeah, a lot. That's what I was saying. Like, I remember the Ferrari stuff. Like, I've gotten these things somehow, and they send it. They sell well. Hey, Lynette, really appreciate seeing you here, and I love your comments on my videos. I really appreciate it. Barbara Babash says her goal is 10 a day. That's an ambitious goal. Do you consider yourself full-time or? And, you know, when I did that listing challenge some months back, I figured out that it takes me approximately 5 minutes a listing. And so if you can just sit your butt down for an hour and just list, you know, you're in good shape. But sometimes we get a little distracted. Oh, there's my babe, Petey. That's my partner. Happy Friday, all. Q, I'm on my way to get pizza and then home. Ooh, Torvald. Awesome. It's Friday, and it's hard. I have the two boys. I got my partner, Petey, and my son, Torvald, and I do this show from 5 to 6, and so it's hard for me to get dinner also going, so sometimes we get pizza or we walk down to the Mexican place at the end of the street or something like that. Anyone else have a listing goal? Let me check and see, and then I want to go back and read some of these. And how do you do the listing goal? Let's see. Okay, you guys have a lot of other stuff. Okay. A lot of other good stuff going on. In the chatty chat, James says Harley does well if it's Harley branded label. So a really good point. So Harley Davidson, we're talking about band tees, and now we're talking about Harley Davidson. I love it. You know, Harley Davidson, I've been reselling 10 years. I think it used to sell better than it does. It used to be like bolo. I'd pay up for it. And now I'm much more particular. And the point James is making is there is Harley Davidson, the brand. So in the label, it'll say Harley Davidson, but there's also a lot of Harley Davidson logo stuff printed on another shirt. So like it might be like a Hanes shirt and it has this awesome Harley Davidson graphic for maybe some meetup or event or something. That doesn't sell as well as the true Harley branded stuff. I've done the best with like boots, like black Harley Davidson boots. Women's stuff can do pretty well too, but not just a basic t-shirt for me. I don't know. Let me know if it's different for you guys. It's always sold on eBay for me, not Posh personally. And certain stuff is done well, like the blingy stuff. You know, like a Harley Davidson thermal waffle knit women's shirt that says like Harley in rhinestones. I might be able to get like $40 for it, but just a plain orange t-shirt that says Harley, maybe only like $15. But let's see what you guys have to say. Sarah said, I just sold a child's Harley vest on Facebook Marketplace, shipped for $40. Awesome. A child's vest? I guess every once in a while I'll see a kid on a motorcycle, but people, it's like got like a cult following. Like if you're into Harley and you have a Harley Davidson motorcycle, you're so into it. You want all that stuff, you know? Alicia's saying, Shauna, I have great luck with Harley Davidson. And Mo's saying, anything Harley Davidson I have bought has sold. Okay. Let's see. Anyone else have anything to say about that? I will check. Mo said, I just bought 3 Harley Davidson hats the other day. They're in my closet. And Sarah said, I have a few more Harley to post. Okay. And Shauna Coleman says, I have really cool new without tag Harley Davidson tee with graphics front, back, and both sleeves. No clue how to price it. So I would go on whatever platform you want to sell it on, whether it's eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, Facebook Marketplace, and look at what is sold. So filter by what is sold and get a sense of like what is most similar. Sometimes you can't find the exact Harley Davidson t-shirt, but you can find things similar. And everybody is different. It's your business. You get to run it how you want. For me, in my business model, what I do is price things high in the beginning. So if it's on eBay, let's say I'll price it for $49 because maybe I saw 1 or 2 sell for that. Then I always have the best offer button on. I sell most things with best offer. It's kind of rare on Poshmark or eBay to sell not on an offer. And so I price high and I leave room for offers. And I always counter every offer. I allow them to make offers. I never check the box that says refuse offers lower than this amount because I want to be able to negotiate and I want to be able to like, sometimes if you counter, the person realizes, oh, wait, I really do kind of want this item, so they'll take it. So I always leave room for negotiation, but that's a great way to determine a price. Look at sold comps for similar, if not the same items. Price around there. If it sits for a long time, you can always Double check your listing. You can take the price down. You can send out offers to people that have liked it. You can make sure your pictures are good and your title and your description and everything's on point. Then if you have to, you can always lower it. Flip It Good is with us. There's Babette. I was wondering where you were, girl. Flip It Good. I need to go through my father-in-law's closet. Oh, yeah. Be like, hey, do you need all that stuff? Sarah says, yeah, bikers have kids too. That's true. If you're a biker and you want to put your little 3-year-old in a Harley Davidson vest, you just go right ahead and do it. Flip It Good said Harley's women's snap front sleeveless shirt for $30. I remember that. It's been a few years, but at a yard sale a few years ago, I got a few Harley, and one was like a plaid snap front, almost like a Western women's shirt, and it had like a patch, and that one sold really good too. Alicia said, I sold a kid's Harley denim jacket for $30 about a month ago. See, I'm learning new things too. I didn't even know they had kids, Harley Davidson kids, but that makes sense. I love it, you guys. I love it. Okay. Joe says, Harley Davidson boots sell well for me. And I had a sweatshirt of mine I sold. The graphic was stunning. Yeah, I think it holds true for these sorts of things. Like, most of the time, the more the thing has going on, the more bling, the more graphics, the more it's going to sell for. As opposed to just a plain black t-shirt that says Harley Davidson on the chest. You're probably not going to get that much. But if you've got all this beautiful graphic or something going on, or leather stuff, a leather jacket, leather chaps, leather vest, leather boots, obviously that's going to sell for more. Now, I've made some videos in the past about shopping on the Goodwill website, which is shopgoodwill.com. And I have videos in the past with some tips for how to shop it because it's an interesting site. But that's the sort of thing you can look for on sites like that. Like, so you can go on shopgoodwill.com and type in Harley and see what they have to offer. You might be able to get something cheap, but look for the blingier stuff. Look for the leather stuff. Look for lots. Look for misspellings, all that stuff. And that's a great way. Like shopgoodwill.com is great if you want to search for something specific that you want to sell. Say you're like, hey, this brand does awesome for me, but I don't find it where I live. Don't let that stop you. If Harley Davidson, for example, or Victoria's Secret or Lululemon is your best-selling brand, but you don't find that where you are, go out and find it elsewhere. You can source online for those items at places, at all sorts of places. Like Jomar Wholesale, you can search by brand, like shopgoodwill.com, Poshmark. I've bought things from other Poshmark sellers that they're selling cheap, or I bundle all together because I know it sells great for me, but I'm not finding it enough. Have you guys done that? Like, if something sells really good for you, go out and get it. Get it. Babette said, I'm hitting up my Goodwill's 50% off the whole store tomorrow. I love you, Babette, and I think we're going to be really good friends, but I'm so jealous of you right now that it's a little bit hard for me. I'm jealous of everyone who has a 50% off day. I'm jealous of you if you have 99-cent day. I do not have it. Carrie said Harley all sells, but only certain pieces sell for a lot. And all our ideas of what a lot is. Like, I'm super excited when I sell something for $25. I'm like, yay, $25 sale. But some people, I don't know about Carrie. Carrie sells a lot of designer. We all have a different, I'm a quick flipper. I sold a dress today for $75 that I got in a Thredup rescue box. And I can't tell you, friends, I have a lot of unboxings on my channel from Thredup rescue boxes. And I get a lot of comments. How can you buy these boxes? It's all junk. How can you encourage people to buy these boxes? It's all crap. And I'm like, okay, I'm not encouraging anyone to buy anything. I'm sharing my experience. And I'm letting them know that what to be careful of and what I do. And then they're adults. They're going to decide for themselves what to do. I never, ever say, go buy a Jomar box or go buy a Thredup. I present my experience. And then you decide as an adult with your own business what you want to do. But it makes me laugh when people are like, oh, that stuff doesn't sell. Okay, well, today on eBay, I sold a dress for $75 that I paid $2.60 for that I got in a Thredup women's rescue box. And it sold for $75 plus shipping. The brand was Ramy Brook. Anyone know of it? RAMYBROOK. People wrote into me like, oh, that's a hot brand. It sells on Revolve. It was like a cutout mini dress. I was like, who would wear this thing? A younger woman who's going out and wants to look sexy and fantastic would wear it. I had it up for $125 and I took a best offer of $75. I was like, yes, please. Okay. Did I say hi to Posh Paradise? Posh Paradise, we're happy to have you. Okay. James said, I accidentally deleted someone's message. My phone locked up. The phone did it somehow. Sorry. So if your message got deleted, put it back. And Carrie T says the vintage Harley tees can sell for hundreds. Those vintage tees. You guys have inspired me. I feel like I want to go thrifting, go to the men's section and search through the vintage tees and look for band tees, single stitch tees, vintage cigarette stuff like we've been talking about, and maybe some Harley stuff. I'm going to see myself doing it. Shauna said, I finally listed 15 yesterday. Hard to get back to after a week in Disneyland and Vegas. Oh, yeah, I know. I feel you. Like, I was only at the coast for 4 days, and I'm like sitting out on the deck with my mom, journaling, talking, reading books, no computer, and then to come back and be like, oh, it's on, list. Posh Paradise says, I love selling Harley stuff. Posh Paradise, tell us a little bit more about you. I don't see you commenting all the time. What's your name? Where do you sell? How long you've been selling? We have an awesome community here of people who love to welcome people. Okay. There's a lot going on. Let me just see. Ooh, Flip It Good said, I just added Vendu last month, so I'm getting all those items over to eBay. Congratulations. I love Vendu. I love Prime Lister. I love them both for cross-posting. I think everybody should be cross-posting. And Alicia says, yes, I love 50% off days. And your stuff's already so cheap where you are, Alicia. Your thrift stores are already inexpensive. And then 50% off? Man, you've got it good over there. Zoe said, I'm planning to start relisting all of my fall stuff next week. Okay, there's a major tip for anyone newer or anyone who's like sales are slow or maybe you don't have a ton of inventory. Follow Zoe's example. You can go in. Now, I use Vendu or Prime Lister for this. You can do it manually. It takes longer. I wouldn't want to do it. I think it's way worth the cost of those platforms to help you out. But if you've got sweaters that didn't sell last fall and they've been sitting in your store for 6-8 months, they're kind of stale probably. I would do like Zoe, go in there, delete it, end it, and relist it as a brand new item. Boom, you've got 20 new sweaters as new listings in your store. Do you guys do that? Very, very smart. Do it. Joining Jojo said, is anyone currently listing on Tradesy? Jack Valentine, I love that name, has been having sales over there, but he has great stuff. I have not. Do you guys have Tradesy experience? Let's see if anybody responded to that. Tradesy. And Murrayed Life says, no, she hasn't tried Tradesy. Someone give us a little, what is Tradesy? Like, there's so many platforms. There's so many ways to get your merchandise out there and sell it. I'm an eBay Poshmark girl, and I do Etsy. If I had more time, if I was full-time, I would be cross-listing to all these platforms and just, like, getting my items out there to as many platforms as I could. Sarah said Tradesy was awful for her. I just can't even remember what Tradesy is, you guys. Someone give me a little... What is Tradesy? I'll go to the bottom and see. Babette said, I'm relisting all my winter stuff right now. Smart. I love it. Oh, good. Posh Paradise. Everyone say hi to her. It's Lisa. I'm here all the time just lurking and never commented. You are so awesome. I'm really proud of you. And we love you, and you're welcome here. And we're so glad that you commented. What made you comment tonight? If you're just like a listener, if anybody else is sitting there listening and they're like, I would like to comment, but I don't know what to say, or I don't know what if no one responds to my comment? Just put something in the chat. Everybody's amazing. Everyone, we keep it super positive and encouraging here. Just say, hi, this is my name and this is where I sell. Boom. And then you can be friends with all of us. And we show up most Fridays. We're here like every Friday doing this, and we'd love to chat with you. Okay. Oh, we got some friends coming in. Islet Dreams Reseller, one of my favorites. Charlene is here. Hi, Q and all. I've been picking blackberries and making jam. Don't feel like listing, but I will soon. I love that. You're always doing things like that, like making stew and just being so homey and great. Picking blackberries and making jam. I love you. Vivi is here saying, I got a great denim box from Thredup recently. Lots of men's, and one of them had $55 in the pocket. Oh my God. Yes. Guess what? That denim box, what does it cost? $55? I love that. I have got the denim box many times. And here's a tip. Here's something I've learned. And I have all these unboxings on the channel so you can see for yourself. The denim box is cheap and you get a ton. And I have learned to like what I get in those boxes because the stuff sells. So in the beginning, when I got the denim boxes from Thredup, I'd be like, oh, this isn't a great brand. Oh, it's just Levi's. Oh, these are just Wranglers. Oh, these are just like Hollister jeans. I wanted like these big, sexy, hot brands. But guess what? All those bread and butter jeans sell. In my experience, the hot frame denim and Current Elliott and all that, they sit in my closet forever. But I list up some men's Wrangler jeans, sold, $20, sold. So even the stuff that doesn't seem that great in those boxes sells. It sells. So, hey, Torvald. I was going to tell him to put the oven on. Torvald, come say hi for a second. Then will you go put the oven on? Because Petey's coming home with pizza. We have like 15 minutes of the live left.
We got some pizza?
We're getting some pizza. Say hi to Torvald. Most of you know him. He hasn't come on in a while. And I'm sure you're just missing him. Sharpie's Resell said she got a Thredup denim. How was it? And Charlene says, LOL, love you too, Quemby. I like doing the Susie homemaker stuff sometimes. She's up in Canada. Oh, hey, Cam XO made it. She's saying hi to everybody. And Dara's Life. Hey, Dara's Life. Great to see you. Glad you are here. And Alicia said, we love free money.
Well, thanks for free money.
Hey, Ava. She says, good afternoon, everyone. I'm just popping in for a second. Then I'm going to do a home movie night with the family. Hope you're staying safe and have a wonderful weekend. We love you.
Why don't we do a home movie night?
We could do a home movie night tonight. We could check out that show. And Dara said, I love watching your hauls, and your mom is beautiful. I know. I put out a video today. Torvald, that one that you saw with the bloopers with Grammy.
It was like 5 minutes of bloopers.
Yeah, I know. It's like 5 minutes of bloopers. You know why? Because my entire video could be a blooper because I'm ridiculous, and I just put a lot of the stuff at the end now. Oh, chicken emojis coming at you from JoJo. Chick means hi, Torvald. In case you don't know, Torvald raises chickens. He's a chicken farmer, so he just loves chickens. Good question, Elisa. Is Holly dealing with Hurricane Fred? She posted on Instagram today. She's in Florida, and she had AC and seemed to be doing okay. But you're right, she's always here. Julie says, I just got my first DIY designer box from Thredup. Not sure what I think of it yet. I got my first denim box about a month ago, and I would get another. What'd you get in the DIY? Again, sometimes you get that, and you're like, oh, these aren't in good shape. Oh, these... And I've made a lot of money on those DIY designer boxes. They're expensive, but even if stuff's banged up, people want designer stuff. So, and Alicia said, Julie, that's 100% my favorite Thredup box. It's hard to get, too. It's hard to get. Charlene says, hi, Torvald. Nice to see you again. Enjoy your pizza.
Yum. I got the yum smiley face.
Oh, yum. You're right. That's the most important.
I will be yum. This is like the best pizza ever. It's so yum.
Sarah said, I love chickens too. Chicken emoji. But I have a pet mallard duck named Mallory. Mallory the mallard. Oh my God.
It's always a chicken.
Yeah, why not chickens?
Yeah, why not? You get free eggs for chickens.
Oh, we get some chickens from Mo.
Mama.
Mo from Albuquerque.
More chicken.
He's got some chickens for you. We always get silly and crazy like the last 10 or 15 minutes. It's always like we're doing good. We're talking reseller, making money, tips. And then the last like 15 minutes, we're all like crazy talking about chickens and stuff.
That's the chicken.
Oh, it's so funny. Yep. We saw this one. And we saw some chickens from Mo there. Sharpie's Resell said, I got a Thredup denim box and I got like 17 pairs of Gloria Vanderbilt. Yeah, so listen to this. I might say, ugh, Gloria Vanderbilt. Wow, these aren't. I have sold them, especially if they're a larger size. I got like 2 or 3 pairs in my most recent denim box of like size 14. Oh, go put the oven on. TD's on. Size 14, and they sold. Not for huge money, but like $15 plus $8 shipping. I paid $2.60. No problem. People like their Gloria Vanderbilt, and they're like just like common brands that they know and understand and fit well. All I'm saying is don't knock it. The stuff sells. It just does. Like I wouldn't go out and buy them. Like say I'm at the thrift store and I'm going through all the jeans. I would not see Gloria Vanderbilt jeans and stop and be like, oh, gotta have them. I'm going to pay for them. No, but if I get them, it's even cheaper than $2.60 in the Thredup denim rescue box. It's even cheaper because that box is inexpensive. So I wouldn't like go out looking for them. But when I get them in the box, they sell. I mean, I would now because I've learned from the boxes. I would get Levi's. I would get men's Wrangler. Men's jeans sell great. If you can get men's jeans, just get them. And Sharpie's Resell said, I'll try to lot them up and sell them. We'll let everyone know how it works. Yeah, keep track and let us know. Like if you're new to getting the boxes, like maybe write down what you get and then what you sell things for and see, does it make sense? I've made so much money off those boxes. I'm telling you. Carrie said the Amanda Jean in Gloria Vanderbilt has a little cult following, especially the colored ones. Think in the $20 range. See? Who knows? And Alicia said, I don't think I've tried to sell the Gloria Vanderbilt. Again, it's not like I'm going out looking for them, but when I get them, they sell. I mean, they just do. So, okay, we get past the Torvald's stuff. Vivi says that was what was so great about that box. 17 were men's jeans and no lower brands. Wow, you scored. Men, I like I said, you guys, I put out that men's video this week. Men's jeans. I just have such good luck selling men's jeans. They sell you. Usually there's not a whole lot of haggling with price. They just buy the jeans. I can't think of ever getting a return on a men's item. They know what they want. They buy it. They pay the price. It's just kind of an amazing market. So if you are looking to grow and expand, maybe think about men's jeans, right? Allison said, I started listing my men's to Grailed. Haven't sold anything yet. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with Grailed, but I know like if you have Prime Lister or if you have Vendu, that's one of the marketplaces you can cross post to. But I don't have experience on there yet. So, Mo is reminding people to add your closets. So if you have a Poshmark closet or an eBay store or an Instagram handle or anything, pop it in here and then like reach out. Do like share for share. Or like when I sometimes go on people's lives, someone will put their channel in and I'll say, hey, I shared your YouTube. I followed you on YouTube. And then they'll come back and follow me on YouTube. It's a great way to grow, make friends, network, and promote anything that you're doing. So feel free to put that in there. Let's see. Oh, Michelle's gifts. Michelle's closet. Great to see you. I'm so glad you made it. I've been appreciating your comments on my videos. I really appreciate the comments that I get. James is going camping next week. Well, glamping. That is so funny, James. That is so funny because I read I'm going camping and I went, oh, he's going camping. I just can't picture James going camping, just like I really can't picture me going camping. Glamping. So it's like a nice camp situation. I've done my years of camping, friends. I have done my years of camping, and now I want a nice hotel with an awesome bed and a pool and a little gym. Like, that's where I'm at now. Just for me personally. Oh, Posh Paradise picked up some Ramy Brook silk joggers. I'm telling you, I didn't even know about that brand. The comps are insane. You know, you can probably get $100 for those. So, oh yeah, Carrie T just said there's a buyer for everything. Carrie C was, oh, hey, Super Geek made it in. Good to see you, Victoria. Nice to see you. She's a great vintage seller. And Leslie made it in for these last few minutes. Happy Friday, Quemby and friends. Actually, Jojo just had a question, and I was going to direct her to you, Leslie, at a Reseller's Passion. Jojo said, I want to set up a sale on Instagram. Can anyone help me? And I know Leslie at a Reseller's Passions put out a lot of content for stuff like that. So you might want to check that out. I'm still waiting for her to come out with like a book, an ebook or something, like how to do an Instagram story sale and stuff like that. There's my mommy. Grateful Babette. Barbara Kemmler. Oh, finally, I just got onto the chat. Yay for all the good stuff and your pizza dinner. Love, Grateful Babette. So when we're done here, friends, if you haven't got a chance, we would love it, my mom and I, if you go over to the video that I put out this morning. It's an unboxing with myself and my mom. It's like lighthearted and silly and fun, and it will be inspiring because this woman, Jane, just sent me, for no reason, just to say, hey, I like your channel. I want to support you. Send me a box of inventory, and it's beautiful stuff. Beautiful clothing, great styles, lots of keywords for you to learn, lots of new styles and brands, like just the most generous. And I'm really inspired by that. I'm really inspired when people just say, hey, I just want to do something generous for the sake of doing something generous. Like, it is so moving to me. So, oh gosh, all you guys are coming in here at the end. Hey, babes. Did Torvald put the oven on? Maggie Poshes. Hi, Quemby and friends. I'm catching the tail end while driving to work. Third shift life. We'll catch the replay on my lunch break. That would be awesome. Make sure to leave me a comment. We'll say hi. And here's Timeless Jewels by Deborah. Sorry I missed the live. I'm getting stuff ready for my trip to the Ohio State Reformatory for a paranormal investigation. Is she not the coolest? She told me that earlier, and I'm like, what? She is very, very cool. Leslie says, you and your mom are so funny. Oh my God, the video is ridiculous. Like, I was editing it, and I'm like, seriously, can we be any more animated and crazy? But it was just so exciting and fun. So hopefully you'll check it out and let us know what you think. And Leslie's reaching out to JoJo saying, send me a DM. Leslie, I'm still waiting on, hoping that you'll have some. I have so much inventory. I would love to do an Instagram story sale, but I don't want to do one of those ones where I stand up there and show every piece and do all that. Like, I just want to put things for sale. And I just need like the steps or the tips or the guidebook for that. Like, can I just post pictures of my stuff on Instagram and say $20 shipped, or do I have to get up there and make a video? I don't know how to do all that, but I should learn. Actually, I would love to learn. So maybe you can put a little course together and we will buy it from you, Leslie. This is Posh Paradise's closet at Posh_Paradise. So if you want to go on over and say, hey, I saw you on the live. I'm going to share some of your things and follow you. Maybe you can do it and you will grow, grow, grow. And Sarah says, I'll follow. See, that's the way we do it here. So good to see Super Geeked here. She's got a fun channel too and knows a lot about vintage. She's awesome. Lots of good friends here. So, all right, friends, I'm going to wrap it up because Petey just got home. We've been on about an hour. We're going to make some pizza. But if you would love to get a little bit more Quemby time, check out a couple of videos that I put out this week. I would love to see you there. Leave me a comment so that I can write back. I respond to all the comments. And I will see you for the live next Friday and maybe before that on some of the other videos. Thanks for joining me. I love seeing you guys here. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next week. Bye.